I love our crop farm here. I feel like it's the perfect size, the exact amount of crops that I need. We've got a beautiful view of the surrounding area, a beehive up there with the pink petals falling around. It's very nice. I like harvesting the crops. I think that's a good thing to have in your world, just like a nice little farm. A quintessential part of Minecraft, I would say. But probably don't need to harvest all of these. I actually have plenty of crops. I just like to do it sometimes because it is quite peaceful. But today I don't really have any specific plans, at least no massive ones. There's a few things I'd like to tackle around the base. Some quality of life things, a few aesthetic changes, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Oh, it's okay, trample my crops, but keep a hoe in here for that sort of thing. Not sure how that happened. Strange. Yeah, just a few things around the base that I want to improve upon. It's going to be a nice and chilled out day for sure. Just get all of our stuff in there. And tell you what, the first thing I'm going to do, because I am getting a little bit low on food, is make myself a smoker and stick these potatoes in there to bake. Because I've got a blast furnace, got a regular furnace, but I don't have a smoker, and I could plop it up there. I would definitely be able to make use of it. How do I make a smoker again? I think it's logs and a furnace, right? Pretty sure. Well, I've got the logs. We need 4 of those, and then 8 cobblestone. There we go. Something else I would definitely like to do at some point is label my chests so I don't have to bounce around to them quite as much. But I need leather for that, and I'm one short to make enough item frames. I killed so many cows a few episodes back, and I still feel bad about it, so I don't really want to go out and do more of that just yet. So we'll hold off for the time being. Maybe at some point we can make a hoglin farm in the nether. Or find another source of leather. There we go. Smoker, that's a nice tool stack. Might actually change the order of that around. I think I'd rather have the smoker on the bottom. And kind of like push it all up. But everything's cooking, so I won't fuss with it for the moment. Something that I would definitely like to do is get some proper bee nests set up, or actually beehives, I think is what we would need. Hello, buddy. I kind of want to have like a small honeycomb farm. I don't ever really need honeycomb, I just think it might be a nice little thing to have, because at the moment all we've got is that beehive over there with the campfire. I think maybe just up here we could like have a few bee nests just placed down. Obviously we'd have to breed up some bees, but that's okay. There's plenty around and I've got an endless supply of pink petals, so it won't be a problem. But I think here would be a nice spot. Just trying to think how I'd want to place them. And that's even if I have enough honeycomb to craft them, actually. I don't know if I do. But I'm thinking maybe like one here, another here, and then we could do like another one on another tier down, almost? Or would it look better having them all together? I don't know. It's tricky. I don't think it's going to matter at the moment though, because there shouldn't be any bees inhabiting it. So we should be able to place them without fear of aggroing them. But first of all, let's see if I even have enough honeycomb, because I'm not sure. Oh, I do! I do, that is great. Okay, yeah, sure, we can make them. See how it looks. What's my highest supply of wood? Spruce. How many do we need? That's probably good. Make ourselves some beehives. I would like way more of these blocks because they are just really great to build with. It's a very, very, very pretty block. But for now, we'll use it for its intended purpose. Alright, let's see. Obviously, we're going to have to place some campfires under here, or else we won't be able to harvest them. I'm going to have to shape it a little bit down here, I think. Maybe we could have one there. And if we just push this terrain back by a little bit, we could have another here. Trying not to follow too much of a pattern. And then if we have one more up there, how does that look? Can I get onto my roof? Is that possible? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I actually kind of like that. Maybe we'll stick a trapdoor or something on top to make it a bit more interesting. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Let's quickly just go to bed. Sleep the night away so we don't have to deal with any mobs. And then in the morning, I guess we can craft some campfires and sort our bees out. Oh, okay. Stuff is actually done cooking. Here's my copper ingots. You're nearly done, and you're nearly done. My resources are looking pretty healthy, I gotta say. Looking very nice indeed. But we'll let that finish smelting up. And get rid of this grass, because I noticed that was in the way. Just a couple more of these petals. There is so many of these around. Okay, I'd say that's alright. Terrain-wise, a little bit of shapeage. There we go, cool. Now the question is, what trapdoor or something should we put on top of them? Just so they got a bit more interest about them. Maybe oak? Do I even have oak? Actually, that's a good question. I'm not sure that I do. I should do, because there are oak trees around. I just don't know if I actually have any in the chest. Oh, I got trapdoors. Barely any oak, but I got the trapdoors required. That is good. Let's see, how does this look? Take another step back. Pretty nice. But at the same time kind of silly, in a way. But it almost looks like the lid of the beehive, or bee nest, whichever one this is. I never quite know. Plant a few more of them. Oh, hello guys. Don't worry, you'll get them in a second. Just bear with me. Let's actually grab some spruce and try that instead. I think cherry would be a bit too contrasting. Do have jungle and acacia, but same deal with them. And spruce trapdoors, I mean, they solve a world of hurt. So it can't hurt to try. Just do one for now. Take a step back and compare. No, okay, that's made me realize that the oak trapdoors are definitely the better choice. There we go. Okay, now we just need to place some campfires under them, otherwise we are going to have some very angry bees when it comes to harvesting the honey. Which I'd rather not deal with. And we got that campfire over there, but do we have any more? I don't think so. This is why I need to label my chest. I'm just bouncing around all over the place. No, well we can just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same with the sticks. And now we got a silk touch pickaxe. Whoops. I can actually harvest the other one over here. Save wasting a few resources that it takes. It is very cheap to make, but waste not, want not. There we go. We can leave the natural occurring beehive alone. Or bee nest. I've said that wrong in every possible scenario, I think. Oh yeah, coal. We need some coal. I'm running out of coal again. Just went mining not long ago and I'm already running low. Crazy how fast you go through it. Oh, you're all done smelting. That's great. I will come back to you in 1 second. But first of all, I must smoke out my bees. There we go. Place that back down. And hopefully that doesn't make too much smoke. No, just a little bit. That's really nice, actually. We don't want loads, otherwise it's going to be a bit overwhelming. But that is a really nice amount. Just trying to think if there's anything else we could add to them, just for an extra bit of interest. But I don't really know. We'll leave it for now, and breed up some bees. Here you go, guys. There's one little baby coming. A lot of them probably will actually just fill into the bee nests around, so it might take us a little bit of a while to populate all of these, but I'll just maybe keep some pink petals on me and breed some bees whenever I see them. But I'm not going to hold them in my hand, otherwise I am going to have a trail following me at all times. There we go. In my head, that looks better. I'm not sure why, it just does. Maybe because the smoker is next to the crafting table. Who knows? Okay, I think what I want to do next is actually head up to our animal pen and change a few things around here. I also could do with definitely planting some more trees. I feel like it's a bit too open at points. So I got some saplings and bone meal, so we can do that. But my idea was, since we got these allays and I want to do something with them, to relocate either the sheep or the chickens. I'm not sure which ones. Maybe the sheep because the chicken's already over here, and I really don't need to, but I could probably set up like an automated egg farm using the allays. It's maybe the most useless item to acquire automatically, but it would give them a use. It would be a little bit cool. And I don't know, then if we got eggs for any reason, or we got eggs for any reason, I guess I should say, maybe there'll be something we can use them for. Bake some cakes. But yeah, I think maybe we'll keep the chickens over here and relocate the sheep somewhere else. Now, because we've got the alley set up, we're going to have to do some note block stuff, and it's going to get a little bit noisy, so we'll keep that away from the base. But the sheep can get a little bit closer. You can see with the other one, I've kind of connected the fences to the trees, so we need to almost make a like circle of trees to go around. And we got these two here already, so maybe if we have like another one here and then another one here possibly, then we got a bit of a shape we can work with. Once again, night is upon us as quick as ever, so let's just head back to the house and have a little nap first of all. Much better. Okay, where were we? Planting trees and making a fence or something. So this shouldn't really get in the way of anything. And should make a nice shape. I maybe just like plot out where the fences are going to go. Gonna have to do a little bit of dirt placing over here, but that's okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just trying to like count in my head how this would work, or if we need to move this one to that block instead. Might make a bit more sense. Yeah, that works better. Okay, that one's fine, and then over here shouldn't be a problem either. So let's grab our bone meal and hope this doesn't cause too much of a mess. With cherry blossom trees, it's usually fine because they tend to grow the same way. You only ever really have a problem with like oak trees if you don't want the really big guys. Cherry blossom, they're all kind of the same. Maybe a few too many in this area, but don't even know if you're going to grow. Not with that. It's okay, luckily we have a bone meal farm, or a bone farm. No, you're really not liking it there. Okay. It's alright. What about over here? Chicken, you're going to want to move. No, you're not liking that either. It's alright, what if we go like super close? Over here, could that work? That's still a shape we could work with. Nope, you're not liking that either. We'll get there in the end. Just need to find the right placement. Come on, that's got to be good. There we are. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Covering over the pathway. I like that. That's good placement. Okay. It's not gone exactly to plan for the fences. Don't know how this is exactly going to work. But we'll figure something out. Just want to place in where each fence is going to go on either side of the log. And then we can go from there. Okay, first things first, we need to get a little bit of dirt. Just to try and fill in that space. But that's fine, because I think we've got enough. Usually have at least a little bit of dirt on me. And I'll tell you what, before we do that, have a quick check over at the bees. Oh, I think there's one inside of here. That's good. That must have been where the baby went. You know, I think the best time to do that would probably be the morning when they all come out. I can like gather a few up from the beehives that I know are around and then breed the few that are there. Hopefully the babies find a new home in the bee nests. Beehives, I've done it again. I didn't even get the dirt. Okay. Getting distracted. As always. Right, dirt. I have to tell myself, otherwise I will forget. Okay, cool. Got plenty. Topped up on baked potatoes too. So we are all good there. It's a pretty sturdy food source. Trying to go a bit plant-based in this playthrough. Because I've never really done that before. It's a bit different. I guess at some point I could have golden carrots, but I think I'm a ways off that yet. But I will try and avoid steak for the meantime. Okay. So over here, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. That lines up really well. Then over here, I might have to do a bit more of a Jurassic jut in. Just trying to make it sort of even on every side. I don't know if that's really going to work. And I'm also running out of fences, which is not ideal. What's that? 2 and 2. Okay, we'll make you a 3. And then... there we go. That works pretty well. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Nice. And it has exactly used up all of my fences. Oh, I didn't put my coal back in the furnaces. Let me go do that and chop some more trees so I can get some more cherry fences and finish up the pen. Then we'll move the sheep over. Got a few less sheep this time, for a couple of reasons. One, it's a smaller enclosure, so having all of the ones we had before probably would have been a bit cramped, and two, it's just not really necessary for me to have more than like 4. I don't need wool that often, and I've already got, thank you, a pretty good supply. So 4 is enough, and I think they got a nice little setup over here. Let's move the chest over. So they have all of their stuff here, but now we can do some redstone and do some stuff with the allays, which I know what I'm doing, it should be fine, but there is always a possibility that this could go wrong. But we'll see. We'll give it our best shot. So we're going to have the storage come to here in a little barrel. Have a cherry trapdoor like that. Guess we can also path block around it. Maybe. We'll leave it like that for now, sure. And then, if we come inside... which block was it? We're going to have this be the central one. And then we're going to make like a bit of a hopper system. So we'll have the note block right in the middle, which looks a bit different in my resource pack. It's still a note block, don't worry. It's working. Did you see that little particle go to the alleys? They know what's going on. And then, right, chickens, please don't fall down this hole. But we're going to have some hoppers going all the way across like that. And then some more all the way around in a big old loop. There we go. Okay, I think that's all connected now, isn't it? Nearly. Okay, and... I'm one hopper short. That's annoying. Thought I had everything, but apparently not. It's alright, we'll come back and grab that in a second. But now, so I need to place 3 redstone elements. That's it. That's all I've got to place. So let's hope I can remember how to do this. We need to make like a little trough here. And then I think these 2. And then another block here. Another one here. And then another one has to go where I'm currently stood. With note block on top. Okay. Give ourselves a bit of room. And try to do this properly. I don't do redstone that often. Is it obvious? Probably pretty obvious. There we go. Simple clock. Just like that. That is all we need. And that shouldn't burn out because it's on a timer or it's been extended. So we should be good. Close all that in. Get back up. That's ticking away. This is why I wanted to do it in this pen over here as opposed to the one nearer my base. Otherwise I'm just going to hear clicking constantly. At least this way it's a little bit out of the way. Now we are going to cover that up in just a second. Kind of just want to make sure the alleys are going to be fine and know what to do. Because I've never actually used them before. In all the time they've been in Minecraft, never have I tried to use alleys for anything. They just seemed like too much work for what it was worth. But if we... how is this gonna... Can I like attach... There we go. Okay, come with me guys. Get you a little bit closer just to begin with. We could get you inside the pen, that would be brilliant. Okay, now you need an egg. There you are. And where's your friend gone? There he is. You need an egg. And hopefully they don't fly away. I don't know for certain. No, okay, I think they're understanding. That's good. Phew, I was a little bit worried. So now, hopefully, by the time we come back, one of them would have hatched an egg and it will be in that hopper down there. But for right now, let's go get some supplies to, 1, cover those hoppers up because it looks a little bit ugly. And also get another hopper because I was 1 short. Did have some pillagers come by and visit me not too long ago. Can't say I've had that happen before, so it's a nice surprise. Well, not really actually. They're quite strong when you only have rubbish armor like this. That's why I'm now in iron boots instead of leather. Because mine broke. What was I here for again? I've totally forgotten. We need another hopper. And, oh yeah, that was it. Some moss is what I was hoping to grab. Because I think moss carpet is probably going to look the best. As opposed to like some other carpet. And we don't want to do anything too big to get in the way. So I think moss carpet is probably a pretty good compromise. There we go. Grab our iron. Make ourselves a hopper. And then I just need to go somewhere to make a bit more moss. So is there like a cave or something I can get to? I guess under here I could just have like a little mossy corner. Tell you what. Actually no, this is fine. Or is it going to spread to the surface? I have a feeling it's just going to spread to the surface and I don't want to deal with that. So let's go a little bit further away. Have I got my bed with me? I got my bed with me. Sun is once again going down. I do actually quite like the look of mossy cave openings. So maybe we could even just like leave some of this here, perhaps. First of all though, it's bedtime. Here we are. Okay. So, let's mossify this cave. Yeah, I kind of like the look of it. Just... Oh, it stopped working. Just kind of coming out to the edge of the cave. I think looks pretty nice, honestly. Maybe a matter of opinion. But it's not the ugliest thing in the world. Moss is a pretty block. I don't think you really can go that wrong with it. Okay, I'll tell you what, that'll do for now. Let's just grab, I guess, some of the bushes, because I don't actually have any of these right now. And we're going to need 8 moss carpet to cover up all those hoppers. There we are. And we'll just leave it like that for now, honestly. Nice little bit of greenery. Okay, was there anything else I needed to get? I don't think so. Hoppers are all there, the note block's ticking away, the allays have got their eggs, the chickens are in place. We've only got 5 chickens in there, but honestly, that's probably fine. Like I said, I don't really need eggs. It's just more so to give the allays something to do. And have a little bit of movement, you know? That I can wander into the Cherry Grove biome and see some allays and little whatever magical creatures they are. Pixies darting around. Yeah, I like that. Much better than having them just on the lead. I'm just hoping they don't stray too far away. They shouldn't though, because the note block is ticking, so we should be fine. Let's see, have we got any eggs? Look at that, 7 eggs already. That is quick. That's probably too quick, honestly. This is going to fill up and I'm not going to know what to do with it. There we go. Cool. Pop our eggs in there. And we'll cover this up. How does that look? Not too bad. Doesn't look perfect, but there are limitations. And unfortunately, we can't cover that block up. Otherwise, the note block will stop making noise. So we'll just have to put up with it. But honestly, that's not too bad at all, I wouldn't say. Are they both still here? They are. Good. Now I kind of want to see them in action. I would wait for a chicken to lay an egg, but I feel like we're going to be here all day if I do that. So, let's just pretend you laid one. Oh, okay. Well, that works. There we are. He picked it up. And he threw it in the hoppers. Ah, that's cool actually. Maybe I should use allays a little bit more. I've thought of something we could use the eggs for. It's maybe not the most useful thing in the game, but it does take eggs in the crafting recipe, so technically a use. The irony is I'm just going to take the one that's already in my storage room. We're going to need 2 sugarcane, 3 wheat. You may be able to see where I'm going with this. Oh, by the way, the bees are getting populated. A lot of them are in the hives right now, but as you can see, they all have bees inside of them. I'm not sure exactly how many. Can't tell without breaking them and don't want to disturb them just yet. But yeah, we're definitely getting there. I'll be making a point to go over each morning and just breed a couple more up. Don't want to obviously do it too much, otherwise we're going to end up with a bunch of homeless bees flying around for eternity, which is not really a good thing. I need 2 more buckets because I've already got 1 on me. So let's just dump this one back off here. And we're going to need to go find a cow. You're a sheep. That's not quite a cow. There's definitely one here, because I used to have one over at the pen. And then I let him out, because it didn't really seem necessary having him in there. How are you guys doing? Getting lots of eggs? Honestly, yeah. Doing a great job. Oh, come on. There's got to be a cow somewhere. There he is. Okay. I knew there was one around here somewhere. Thank you, sir. Or miss, sorry. Go make a cake. Where should I put a cake, though? I don't really have a good place to place a cake. I've just realized. I was also thinking, I've had a fun idea of what we could do with one of these trees, which we'll come back to in just a second. I want to make a treehouse. Like a very small treehouse. Nothing that extravagant. I just want to have like a tiny home away from home. So, you know, if I'm on that side of the cherry grove, I can go up in the treehouse to sleep. Why is there not a cake? Oh, there we go. Cake. Nice. Is there anywhere I could put it? Not really. Not in here anyway. Probably not either in the storage room. Get my bucket of water back. Anywhere for a cake in here? Not exactly. Tell you what, I just keep it on my person until I know what to do with it. Okay, let's see if we can make this treehouse. Oh, I forgot how many ladders I had. Goodness me. Quite a few. So all I really want to do is find like a good tree that would make for a nice sort of midway point. So like if I'm this close, I'm right by the home. I can just go to sleep there. And most of the time I have my bed on me, so it's actually not that big a deal. But like if I'm over here around by the horse stable or something. Gotta be a tree around here somewhere. That's a good spot for it. Kinda liking the look of this one. Almost got like a staircase. If we do the ladder around the back, it might be a bit more hidden. Yeah, sure. Let's see. I honestly don't know what this is going to be like. I'm going to try and carve out the tree, essentially, without revealing too much of it. How many blocks do we have up here? I need a block to stand on to see. I think we've got... Okay, we got another room or another block up to go. Just kind of want to dig out a little area. Literally like a 3x3 would be enough. Can I go up at all? It's kind of hard to see what's like the final leaf layer. Oh no, stop decaying, don't do that. Is it because this isn't connected to anything? Possibly. Ah, no. I might have ruined this tree. Maybe. I think it's starting to decay. Ah, that's a shame. That's okay. Tell you what, let's break the ladders. I said I was going to plant some more trees anyway. So we'll just try again with a different tree. Maybe we'll get a bit of a better one this time. And yeah, set up a new tree house there. But I was meant to be planting saplings earlier. I just kind of forgot about it. Let's grab a couple now. I need my bone meal and 12 trees. Seems like a good amount. Now let's see, where do we want some new trees? Actually, I've just realised I have a pair of shears or a silk touch pickaxe. I could just repair what's decaying, because the whole tree isn't going to go. There's too many logs around, so I could actually salvage this one. But still, I wanted more trees regardless, so let's just plant a few more, like right here, for example. There we go, nice. Just trying to make a bit more of a canopy around here. Don't want quite as many open parts as there are. No, you're struggling. Nothing really above you, tree. Oh, there we go. Didn't even need the bone meal. And like over here it gets a bit bold. I have a feeling that might have been from me cutting down the trees, possibly. I do try and replant them when I do break them, but sometimes I might forget. Okay, I think we're going to run out of bone meal before we run out of anything else. Very persistent. Oh, you really don't like this spot, do you? Okay. Something tells me that might have been the last tree. I can place the saplings, but can't really grow them. It's alright, we'll try one more over here. Nope, okay, that's fine. Let's just plop a couple more down. And then we'll see if we can go save that treehouse. Not really a big fan of this snow patch going right through the middle. I think it's technically like a different biome. That's why it's happened. It just looks a little bit weird. But then I'm pretty certain if I changed it to grass, it would be a different color. Then that's weird too. There's no winning, really. Okay, cool. All the saplings. Let me go grab my shears and we'll see if we can fix something here. Well, I've got 2 pairs of shears. I should probably also grab a bed. No, that's okay. I can come back for it. I don't even know if you can place a bed on leaves, actually. It's a whole nother question entirely. Right, the ladders are back. Okay, not too much of the tree disappeared. Only a little bit. Now, I just sort of want to take a few leaves without decimating the entire tree, but maybe I'll just do that from somewhere else. Like almost grabbing a few snippets without making it look really ugly. Okay, 12, 13, that should be plenty. Let's see. Now these shouldn't despawn if I place them by hand. So I can actually raise the roof a little bit here. And I guess... Tell you what, let me actually hop up there. Just try and flush that out a little bit more. There we go, that's pretty nice. We can come back down here, and you know what would probably look pretty good? 2 more logs right there in the middle. Then we could have the bed. Tell you what, let's do a test. Yep, we can do it on leaves. That works. It's gonna have to be a pink bed, of course. Cozy in there though, isn't it? Just chuck a torch. Oh, that's nice. It's like a little secret... It's a secret tree house. I really like that, actually. That's nice. Right, let's see if we can make it into a proper little home. I think this is it. This is the place for it. The cake. It's actually very roomy up here. Like, there's a lot more space than I thought there would be. I did need to plant a few more leaves and also replace the ones that were despawning, but I think the tree has stopped decomposing on itself, which is nice. And now we have a little treehouse to come and spend the night at, if we want. A little bit of storage, lantern, furnace, maybe not the safest furnace in the world, and the cake. I'll do my best not to eat it. Yeah, that's cool, and you can't really even tell from the outside. Like, there's no sign of anything being up there. Maybe we'll have to check it out at night time, see if we can see the glow of the lantern through it. But pretty unassuming, honestly. And the allays are going crazy. Every now and again I just see them absolutely fly by. Like that. Like, where did they go? And then all of a sudden they're brought back. Getting plenty of eggs though, which I guess is good. I'm not sure. One thing I would like to do, otherwise I will probably forget it's here if I don't do this, is just add a little bit of a pathway leading up to it. I'm trying to keep everything pretty connected here in the cherry grove, so this is now part of the base, meaning a pathway is required. The only trouble is I can't path block that. No, that's a shame. I wish you could, but nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. I would just like to get a fence post here with a light on top, just to keep the pathway nice and lit up. How are the bees doing as well? Let's get some petals in the hotbar, see if we can get a few more. Haven't really seen that many, but I mean there's at least 3 more, for sure. Okay, how many we got here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 new babies. And honestly, I'm probably going to stop there because I've bred, I would guess, about probably just shy of 10 babies. And 9 only fit in there, so we don't really want to go above capacity. But yeah, maybe I'll put the petals back for now. This is my box of them. My box of petals that I probably will never need that many of. Okay, now what did I come here for? A fence post, that was it. I have 1 there, and that is all I need. And even better, it's nighttime. We can see if our treehouse is glowing. Might be a bit easier to spot during the darkness. It is a bit hard to tell because there are so many torches around. Which one was it? Oh, it's this one right here. Oh, it's there. You can see it, but it's very subtle. I love this. Oh, hello. Oh, baby zombie. Okay, you know what? We'll place the fence post in the morning. I'm gonna... Yep, okay, I'm definitely going to bed. I can't sleep. There's monsters. You know what? I might be staying here. Just waiting out the night. Unless I can possibly get onto the roof, but I didn't bring my shears. Okay, well, maybe they'll leave me alone at some point and I can actually go to sleep, but regardless of all the places to be trapped for the night, it's not exactly the worst. Oh, there we go. That worked. Is the coast clear? I think so. I've waited here for a little while just to let everything kind of wander off. Yep, into... Oh, there's the creeper. Okay, that's the main one I'm worried about. Right, I think we're good. Let's just place down our fence posts and we can be on our way. Awesome. Oh, you're back. Hello, little baby. Please don't. Leave me be. You know what? I'm running. He can just burn. Along with me. But hopefully I'll stop before he does. Fingers crossed. Come on, let's keep going. Oh boy, I should get some better armor, shouldn't I? What's my diamond situation looking like? 11. I probably should craft some, shouldn't I? I do have a little bit of an itch to go mining again. Surprise, surprise. And I've just got my fortune pickaxe in the last episode. So maybe I'll just... Oh, it's raining now. Well, perfect time for it then, right? I'm pretty sure there's like another cave somewhere over there near the one we mossified. Oh, maybe I could go there. I could do with some more coal for sure. Because I am pretty much out. Yeah, other than what's in the furnace, I've got nothing. So even though this is looking pretty healthy, the coal supplies aren't so much. So what do I need? That big zombie gone? I think so. I hope so anyway. Tell you what we probably should do at some point. Getting a little bit distracted yet again. But just make a chest. Oh wait, never mind. Don't worry. Ignore me. What we could do Grab a pair of shears. I was gonna say we need a little bit of storage over by our bee nest that we planted or placed down, but we got this chest here, so we can just use this for both the crops and the honeycomb, which I guess, let's see how this is doing. Well, ready to be harvested by the looks of it. That is great. Awesome. Oh yeah, shears gotta stay. Shears gotta stay. Now what else do I need? A helmet wouldn't go amiss. Pretty sure I have that in a chest. And I got plenty of arrows now, so I may as well take a bow. And my shield. Not planning to run into too much trouble. But got my supplies if I need it. Plenty of food. You know what? One more thing we need to grab. I always forget it, or always nearly forget it. Just one bundle. Or if I find some chests or stuff like that, they are actually pretty helpful, I gotta say. Now the question is, can I remember where this cave is? I feel like I've seen an opening somewhere over here. Not that one over there. Let's get my spyglass. Where's that? Not this one. I think there's another one somewhere. Possibly that. That looks promising. Let's see before I get absolutely drenched. Just really am in the mood to go mining, and yeah, okay, this was it. Especially with a fortune pickaxe. There's nothing quite like early game mining with a fortune 3 pickaxe, is there? It is like as much fun as you could possibly have. So, I'm gonna see what goodies I can find. Honestly, I haven't been down there that long, and I've done pretty good. I've got more copper than I know what to do with. I honestly think if I smelt all of this, I would probably use all of my coal in the process, so probably just gonna chuck that in a chest for now. Yeah, not too bad. I love a fortune 3 pickaxe. I realise there's a little bit of coal here, and since this was kind of the main reason for the quick caving session, might as well grab the rest, but it is scaring me how fast that is depleted. I know it's mostly still there, but it's definitely got a dent in it now, and I don't have mending. I don't really know what to do about it. I was thinking for a while. I am leaving. I just didn't realize there was a cave over here as well. Let's have a quick rummage. I don't know whether to get a mending villager or not. I'm kind of hoping I can just find a mending book in a chest somewhere and just stick it on my fortune pickaxe, and then I can kind of, you know, do it the old school way of repairing stuff as and when I need it. But I kind of want it on my fortune pickaxe. I'm not fussed about anything else. That's the only thing. And I know if I get myself a mending villager, there's no good way out of this, is there? Let's do the water bucket trick. There we go. I know if I get myself a mending villager, like I could go over to the village there, place a lantern a few times and get one. I know if it's there, I'm just going to want to use it for everything, and I'm not really ready to become super overpowered and have all of my tools fully mended up and fully enchanted yet. I'm thoroughly enjoying the early game here, just taking it nice and easy. So, yeah. Tricky. I'm not sure what to do. I'll think about it a little longer. Maybe I could try and get a mending trade, but a really expensive one. Like a whole stack of emeralds. Then I can get it a bit more sparingly. But let's head back to the base here, dump off all of my items. And there is just one final thing I want to do for today. What do I want to smelt? The iron can be smelted for sure. The coal can be broken down. Okay, we're that full up on space. Right, raw copper can go in there. And then let's top up our furnaces. Yes, there's one more thing I want to do today, and that is get myself a proper good bow. I have the ability to enchant now over and over again with the skelly spawner, and I got plenty of bows, so I kind of want to get a pretty decent bow, because I don't really have much offense at the moment. Like, I'm killing zombies down in the mines there with an iron sword, and it takes like 5 swings. I do prefer a bow to a sword, so yeah, I want to do that quickly before we end off for today. Didn't use my bundle at all, but let's go ahead and get some of that iron starting to smelt up, and we'll just chuck the rest in there for now. I am totally full. Gonna need to make an expansion at some point, or start crafting some of this into blocks. Probably the latter is the easiest solution there. So I think I actually have a few bows. Yeah, okay, so I could probably turn one of these into a proper good one. Like that. And then, let's just dump off the final few things. Shield in there, that one there, that one there, that one there. Let's see what we can get from a first enchantment. We're already level 35, so... Oh, look at all the bees! Oh, that is great! Yeah, I would say we are pretty much at capacity here. That looks like quite a few. Could maybe put some flowers over by my farm. Get some benefits from their pollen dropping, but honestly that farm grows so quick I probably don't need it. Grab a little bit of lapis. Now the only thing I really want... Unbreaking's good actually, I do definitely want unbreaking, but power and infinity. Flame... Oh wow, that was terrible. Flame and punch. Not that important, honestly. Let's do one more enchantment whilst I'm... Oh wait, we can see what it's going to be. We can get a little preview. Flame, I know it's a broken bow, but it's fine because I'll probably be comparing them, or combining them anyway. Okay, that's better. That's a lot better, actually. So what do we just need now? Some more power, and that's it. Punch if I want it. Which I may as well. Why not, right? So now I've just got this pointless unbreaking bow. That's okay. Let's, oh, I was going to say let's go craft some bows, but we actually don't need to do that if we're going to be going to the Skelly farm. Because that thing drops tons and tons of bows. Oh, it's just a lonely beehive over here. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. Would you like to be relocated, or is that going to mess you up? It's probably going to mess you up, isn't it? Considering you're outside. You going to go back in there? Let me just quickly grab my Silk Touch pickaxe, and we can move this guy. I feel kind of bad for him all the way down there. There must have been an oak tree that grew like really low to the ground, and I would have chopped it without realizing. Silk Touch pickaxe, there we are. It's quite helpful to have this thing just on hand for a scenario just like this, where I just very quickly need a singular Silk Touch block. Are you in, little guy? No, not yet. Come on, bud, I don't have all day. I think you're done pollinating. Well, you're definitely not, actually. I can see that you're not. I'm going to give you until you go over to this flower, and I will be leaving you and coming back otherwise. Okay, he's pollinating. We'll give him some time. That's alright. patience is a virtue. You just stop and smell the oxeye daisies. There's no roses around. Well, there's a poppy, that's close enough. There we go. Okay, he's pollinated. Hopefully he's going to go into the hive. He usually does, right? Yep, there we go. And I don't think I need a campfire to break it if I've got silk touch. No, we're okay. Right, let's stick this guy. Oh, 2 bees inside. That's nice. He's got a friend. Hopefully there's not a third, or he's going to be very confused where his home has gone. Where do we want to stick this one? Honestly, maybe right here. That is a pretty nice view for them, I'd say. Right, let's go to the skelly spawner and do some enchanting. Man, look at that. I feel like I'm just maxed out a singular skill and kind of forgotten about everything else. That's fine. I like having a bow, so I am more than happy to have a power 5, flame 1, affinity, and unbreaking bow, despite the rest of my iron tools. But the bees are starting to go to bed, which is probably a sign for me to go as well. So thank you everybody for coming with me on today's adventure. It has been very fun as always. I hope you're nice and relaxed. I definitely am. Now I've got my bow for protection. I've got nothing to be stressed about. But it's dark. I should get some sleep. So thank you once again. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.